Violins and violas, after you have worked on extending the stroke from the square on down and back up to the square, next comes going from the square up to the frog. So what we're going to do, just watch me for right now. I'm actually going to put my bow on my shoulder like this. So I want you to picture that this bow right here is the railroad track that your bow needs to follow. All right, so I'm going to find my square and find a gorgeous bow hold, just like that, and see I've got my square. And what we were doing is we were working on coming down to here and back up. Now we need to go the other direction. But this demands a little bit more thought here, so I just want to show you what's going on. If I stay right where my elbow is with my square and go up, look what happens. I lose the railroad track. I come over under my chin. So what I'm going to have to do is pull my elbow forward. Watch this. See how I'm pulling my elbow forward in order to come, now not out this way, but in toward my body. All right, so again, here's my square. You can see my square here. And when I'm following my railroad track, my elbow has to come in order to follow that railroad track. Now, if the elbow comes in and I don't do something else, we also have trouble. Watch this. Watch the railroad track. Watch my hand that should be staying on the railroad track. I'm letting my elbow come in. Well, look what happens. I'm way over here. If that's all I do is my elbow comes in. So when my elbow comes in, I have to bend my wrist in order to keep on the railroad track. So watch this. I'm at my square. Okay, as I come up, watch what happens. My elbow comes in and my wrist bends. All right, you see that? And I'm ending up with a V with a tail on it. Okay, so I'm going to slide back down. My elbow is going to come out. My wrist straightens out and I'm back to my square. Watch again. All right, here we go. Elbow comes in, wrist bends. And I come back down and my elbow comes out and my wrist straightens. Okay, now grab your bow and put it on your shoulder. Okay, and hold it in as straight a line as you can. In other words, don't do it over here or like here. Just straight over your left foot. Okay, all right, now find your square for me. All right, check your bow hold. Is it a beautiful bow hold? Pinky perched, fingers curved, index finger hooked. Okay, now what I want you to do is we're going to bring the elbow in. Here we go. Start going up the stick. The elbow comes in and the wrist bends. All right, we're going to go back down. Elbow goes back out and wrist straightens. And come on down till you find your square. Let's do that again. Find your square. Make sure you've got a square. Okay, elbow in, wrist bending. Elbow out, wrist straightening. Check yourself. Do I have a good bow hold? Do I have a square? Is my bow going like this or is it over my left foot? Okay, here I go again. Find my square. All right, here we go. We're going to bring the wrist in, wrist bending, wrist straightening while the elbow comes back out, and find your square. Okay, now keep doing that as you practice.